Hi, everyone, and welcome to your second new moon with Virgo energy. Sometimes that happens. We'll have a new moon in Virgo, say, for example, in August, and now we're having one in September. Okay. It will happen with full moons sometimes as well. So I didn't want you to think that you were crazy seeing the same energy again. But let's talk about new moons. They're all about new beginnings, new cycles, planting new seeds and wishes, your dreams for manifestation, bringing them into reality, bringing them into your life, right? With the full moons, you're releasing and letting go. The new moons, you're bringing in the good. But let's talk about this Virgo energy. Virgo's key phrase is I analyze. What does this mean and where is it going to show up in your life, this new moon cycle, and how can you use it to your advantage? All right, Virgo energy has a very function oriented energy to it. It is the organizer, the analyzer, the perfectionist. It also has a very strong need for clarity, for clear thinking, and being of service, however needed. It can also show itself as being a true, reliable, and stable energy in unruly or difficult situations, with an ability to be able to ground down and shut out all distractions in order to properly assess the situation. It is definitely fair to say that the motivation for Virgo energy is all about what can be ignored so that what is important is dealt with first. Although there is nothing wrong with being detail oriented and great at analysis, if you take these attributes to the extreme, you may fall into the trap of pettiness, obsessiveness, and being overcritical of everyone and everything. So it is good to be aware of these things when moving through this energy. Okay, now that we know what the Virgo I analyze energy is, let's take a look at where it is showing up for each rising and or zodiac sun sign. I always suggest you watch for your rising sign first because it's going to resonate the most. But if you do not know your rising sign, you can watch for your zodiac sun sign. And if you want to book a personalized new moon reading based on your own birth chart, there is a link to my website here on YouTube. Okay. Second part of this reading is the pick a card. And that is for if you have read for a specific area in your life and you're not feeling it this month, or you've already been working on it and you want to try something else. That's what the pick a card will be for. There will be two piles for you to choose from, and they will give you other areas in your life that you can go in and work on to manifest in place of or in addition to what you've already read for. Okay, so I will see you for your reading and then into the pick a card section. Bye bye. Hi everyone, and welcome to the second part of your new moon with the Virgo energy reading. This is the pick a card. So you're getting out there, you're going to be planting the new seeds for a new beginning, a new cycle, bringing in your dreams, wishes, bringing in whatever is good in your life, okay? So maybe in these piles, there's going to be advice and guidance, but also it's going to give you more areas where you can plant those seeds to manifest them, to bring them into reality. Okay, so short and sweet here. We have pile 1 with this card. We have pile 2 with this card. You can watch these piles and see the different areas, the different houses that you can go into, okay? And you can do it in place of or in addition to what you've already read for your rising and or sun zodiac sign. So maybe I'll see you in one of the piles, maybe I'll see you in both. Thank you. Hi to those of you who chose pile 1 in this card. We're going to look at this at the end. The first 3 cards I pull out, I'm just going to get straight into. I do not clarify with tarot, but I will with the last set of Moonology cards, okay? First card out is the 5th house. That's Leo energy right there, that 5th house, I create. So when we talk the 5th house, it is fun, creativity, your hobbies, your children are the 5th house, okay? Anything you do for entertainment, anything you do for sports, you're a hiker, you play sports. It's also the dating, romance, and or passionate love affairs that you have, not the serious relationships. So I'm just going to read the card too. It says, this is a house of self-expression, yes, and the pleasure of showing who we truly are. Here we see one's creativity and artistic vision, how we like to have fun, playfulness, and pleasure, games of chance, love affairs, and also children, okay? So there we go. So if you haven't read for the 5th house, you can go back and read for the 5th house. If you already have, this is Spirit doubling down and saying, you know what? You need to take this Virgo energy and you need to see clearly something in this 5th house because there is opportunity there for you in some way, whether it's a new beginning, whether it is a new creative cycle for you, whether it is a dream or wish that you have surrounding any of this. It could be a dream or wish you may have for your children if you have them, okay? But there's something in that 5th house that you need to plant seeds for and use that Virgo energy to really, analyze, figure out, take a deep, long, hard look at, and get really clear about what it is. Let's see what else we have. Perfect. Aries, fire energy coming out here at the beginning. Roots and foundation. Travel safe, my friend. Get to know the world and explore, but never forget where you came from. Ooh, this could be a message for some of you that maybe it's time to travel, or maybe something's really taking off for you in some way in your life and they're saying, you know what? Stay grounded. Don't forget who you are and where you came from. But also Aries here is the 1st house. So that is all about you, me, myself, and I, right? How you see yourself, how you identify yourself, as well as your physical appearance, your image, how other people see you, how you come across to them. So in what areas there do you need to plant some seeds? Maybe this travel is the beginning of a new cycle for you. Maybe it's been your dream and wish to travel. You're doing this for yourself, okay? And maybe you just need to use that Virgo energy in the sense of, hey, what can be ignored right now? I need to take, whether it's long distance or short distance. You know what? I don't need to clean the garage this weekend or the basement or my closets. I need to get out and take a little trip. It's what's going to be good for me on a soul level. So I love that. Let's keep going here. Gratitude. Just being thankful for what it is that you have. For who it is that you have in your life. Number 23, number 5 could be important to you, okay? I think this is a really interesting message here, pile 1, because they're literally showing an older hand and younger hand being held together. So I feel like this could, you know, it's really about your family or the people in your life that mean a lot to you, to show gratitude to Spirit, God, Source, Universe, whomever it is for you, that you still have them in your life. Or if you're an older person, your younger people, that you still have them in your life. And to show them that you're grateful to them for being in your life. Okay, let's keep going. Don't let pride get in your way. Full moon in Leo. Well, now, we have Leo here, we have Leo here. That's that 5th house energy again. Ooh, very double, and well, and if you've already read for it, it would be a triple down, right? But let's get a tarot to go with that. But I also love here because it says, you know, don't forget who you are and where you came from. Don't let pride get in your way. But let's get a little more. You know, when it comes to your, how do I want to say that? Let me get the card out. Justice, truth. Yeah, be true to who you are. Be fair. Be true to who you are. Be true to the people around you. Be truthful with the people around you. Be balanced, fairness, justice, all of this with that justice card, right? What I want to say is when you are planting the seeds here for the 5th house, and even the 1st, but especially here, because this card is clarifying, this 5th house card. Whatever it is, be truthful with yourself. What are truly your hopes, your dreams, your wishes? What truly are your creative, expressive energies? Really be truthful about those things. When it comes to your children, be truthful about it. Keep things fair and balanced, okay? That's the message here. It's showing you that 5th house again, but it's also saying it has to be done. Look, there she is holding up the scales. It needs to be done in a very fair, balanced, and truthful way, okay? So whatever it is you need to plant here, really use that Virgo energy once again to use that Virgo energy in the sense of you need to zone in on what's really important and what needs to be dealt with here for planting the new seeds, and leaving what doesn't and setting it to the side for a later time or a later date. Okay, let's keep going here. Next we have, oh, perfect. New moon in Pisces, attuned to the divine. Oh, okay. See, that is telling me right here, we're going to talk about the 12th house, which is the unconscious mind, right? Your intuition, your imagination, your dreams, your solitude, your spirituality. Taking that time out for self-reflection and solitude and healing, and to use your intuition to receive in the messages, the inspiration even. Right? It's what's behind the veil, what's hidden and unseen, the mystical, the magical. So, in what areas there do you need to plant new seeds? Okay? Do you need a new beginning or a new cycle? What are your dreams and wishes when it comes to stuff we just talked about there in the 12th house? They want you to attune to divine, attune to spirit, God, source, universe, again, whomever, to figure that out. Look at this. You're going there for guidance. The Hierophant is the teacher and the student. In this case, I feel it's clarifying because you have much to learn from spirit here, okay? You have much to learn. You have much to... I'm going to say it again. You just have so much to learn. Maybe you need guidance. You go, you sit, you meditate, you sit quietly with yourself, whatever you want to call it, and you allow that guidance, that divine wisdom to come in. And it's going to help you maybe in these areas here, but especially when it comes to the 12th house on how to move forward with something. Maybe what seeds to plant, or after you plant the seeds, then how do you care for them? What do you need to do on your end while Spirit's working on pardon me. What you need to do on your end while they are working on theirs, okay? What do you need to know? All you need to do is ask. Or maybe you pray and you wait for the answer, okay? But there is guidance there to be had. I love that, but it is 12th house. So we have 1st, 5th, and 12th now that you can work on. Support. They are there to support you, okay? But guess who else is here to support you? I feel like it is the important people in your life, right? It shows as a group here. You're holding hands here. There's someone standing off in the background. This is support. Rely on Spirit for support. Rely on whoever this person or these people are for support. Maybe because we have a lot of 5th house energy, you may in some way be relying on your children for support. Four of Wands, celebration. Yeah. If you are able to plant these new seeds, if you're able to take help, to rely on support from other people while you're doing this, there will be success. The 4 of Wands is success. That's what that card is. You know, no ifs, ands, or buts. It is success. It's celebration. And maybe the way for you to get that is through the supportive nature of the people around you and showing gratitude for it. Love this. Let's get you another area. Pile 1, this is turning into a nice reading. And remember, use that Virgo discernment. They're so good at being able to look at situations and really figure them out. Scorpio, a change in your emotional life, transformation. Well, that is Scorpio energy, hands down. Scorpio energy, that 8th house is transformation, death and rebirth, dying off of the old like in a full moon cycle and bringing in the new in a new moon cycle. But it can also have to do with, I think that's the main message. But again, it is the 8th house, so you can go back and read for that. And that is dealing with joint finances, like other people's money, you and other people, your money together, your debts together, your inheritance together, okay? Anything with that type of money. It can also be what's hidden below the surface, things that are considered taboo, okay? What area there do you need to plant new seeds in? Do you need to, start doing a little better? Do you need, oh, I love it. I've just been waiting to be able to say this and it just popped in. Spreadsheets. Virgo loves a good spreadsheet. Maybe you need to get those joint finances finally straightened out. So plant the new seeds to get that going. Okay, that could be it for you. Now, before we go, I'm going to flip this card that you may have chosen or chose this pile because of, and then I'm going to get one more for you. Life is conspiring for me. Life is conspiring for me. Okay, love that. There's nothing against you here. This is all for you. Spirit is all for you. So really go attune into them, okay? Oh, this one just fell out. Gratefully, I surrender my struggle. And maybe that has to do with what I was talking about over here in the 8th house. Maybe your struggle is that you've never been able to really rely on other people. You've never felt comfortable relying on other people for support. Okay, it'll be different. That will resonate differently for each one of you. But pile one, this is your message. I hope that you enjoyed it. And again, it could be one of the things in here, 2 or 3 of the things in here. You just take what resonates with you. And good luck with planting your new garden. Okay, I'll see you in maybe pile 2 or in one of my other readings. Hi to those of you who chose pile 2 or this card. I'm just going to set this to the side. We're going to get right into this. The first 3 cards I don't clarify with tarot. I do that on the last 3 moonology cards. So let's find out what other houses you may want to start trying to plant seeds in to manifest the good into your life. What areas? We have Leo. So funny. So did pile 1. Ooh, this is very much a message then for this new moon with the Virgo energy surrounding it. 5th house, pile 2. 5th house is everything to do with your fun, your creativity, any hobbies, any sports, any entertainment that you like to do. What do you like to go out and do? Your children are in that 5th house, okay? It also is a house of dating, romance, passionate love affairs, not the serious relationships, okay? Kind of a passionate love affair. We could call it a little fling, whatever you want to call it, pile 2, but you know, and it could be just starting to date someone, or you're in that dating energy, okay? So that is one other area that you can maybe have a new beginning in. Is do you need to have a new beginning or a new cycle when it comes to your kids or a relationship? Or you need to find new creative ways to express yourself. Leos are all about being bright and shiny and expressing. So that is the energy there. So pile 2. This is important, all right? Next, we have freedom and liberation. You have outgrown your own skin. Now it is time to utilize your wings. There isn't a house here, but yeah, there's something in that 5th house. Or remember, these messages can be individual to you. Take what resonates. But you've outgrown the old you. It's time to release and let that go like in a full moon, okay? And it's time for you to fly here. It is time for you to fly. In what area have you maybe been holding back? Use this Virgo energy to get very clear about it, to help bring clarity to what it is that you've outgrown, whether it's just you in general or whatever it may be, and where you need to spread your wings, pile 2. Love this. But use that good discerning Virgo energy, that real analytical Virgo energy, okay? Action. Okay, that's it. Here we go. This is going to be, when stuff like this happens, I'm like, this is going to be a good one. Number 15, number 6 could be important to you. But look, it's as though she's flying out in space, out in the universe. It's time to take action. It's time to fly. It's time to express yourself. Whether maybe you have a hobby and it's time for it to maybe not be a hobby anymore. You'll still love doing it, but maybe you make some money at it, okay? It could be something like that. What do you do for fun? Or is this a case where maybe you don't go out and do anything for fun and entertainment, and they're saying, you know what, it's time for that old party to die. You start spreading your wings and getting out there. It's time for action. Okay, pile 2, you've got your marching orders here. I'm going to set this over here. We'll get back to it towards the end. Let's get into the moonology cards. Confidence is your key to success. New moon in Leo. Really, everyone, pile 2. And if you've come from pile 1, you already know you had 2 Leo cards. I believe it was 2 Leo cards up here. You definitely had 2, because I'm pretty sure, I think that I said, if you've already read for the 5th house, this is spirit doubling down and then tripling down, saying there's definitely something in that 5th house that you need to work on. That is there a dream and wish in there somewhere in that 5th house? What is it? Is it the relationship, the children, the sports, the hobbies, your creativity? Maybe you were thinking about joining a play group. That's not what I mean. Don't think that's the way you say it. A playhouse, a theater. And look, that's very much a Leo energy thing, a fifth house thing. And maybe they're saying it's time to take action. It's time for you to be confident and to go out and do what it is that you love. Plant those seeds. Wow. Let me get a tarot, though. Let me get a tarot. There's always a little more info when it comes out. Whoops, a couple come out there. So I'm just going to put them back in and we'll just get one. Wow. So fifth house here, you guys. Queen of Swords, independence. Love it. Here's the thing with the Queen of Swords. She is very capable. She is very independent. She doesn't mind going out and doing what it is that she wants to do. Do you know why? Because I almost want to say here with the Queen of Swords, we could say she is, she's got a bit of that Virgo energy to her where she is clear in thought. She knows what it is. She has thought it through. She's looked at it from all angles, analyzed it, and she's like, no, it's time to do that, or I'm going to move forward with this. If it's a boundary that needs to be set up, then it's a boundary. Maybe you need to set boundaries up here, but take on that energy pile too, okay? Be the Queen of Swords. Be confident and independent and sure-footed and knowing. All right, let's keep going. Love this message. Wow, more fire energy. First quarter moon in Aries, step into your power. Okay, your message is definitely very specific here, pile 2. You need to step into your power. Now, if you're just watching this to get the advice and guidance because you've already read for your rising or sun zodiac sign, okay? This could be the energy here where it's just you need to get your confidence. You need to take on this Queen of Swords energy. You need to take action. You need to step into your power. But this is also the first house. So everything about you, me, myself, and I. How do you see yourself? How do you identify yourself? How do other people see you? How do you come across to them? Your physical appearance, your image. You need to maybe step into your own power when it comes to those areas, okay? I'm going to get a tarot here to go with it. But look, it's almost as if they've got the same pose going here. It's time for you, I want to say, to stick your chest out, right? Be confident and independent and stick your chest out and take your power back. 5 of Wands. This could be a specific message here as well. If there's been a lot of just bickering, fighting, arguing, disagreement, pettiness, I could just call it stupidity at sometimes too, because it's that stupid fighting, okay? Chaos. You may need to stand up and take your power back if someone has just been, I always say, right? Remember everyone? The bee and the soda, the ant at the picnic, they've just been nitpicking and poking at you. Then you need to stand up for yourself. Be confident and independent. Step into your power and just say, you know what? I'm leaving this behind. I am beginning a new cycle in my life. Set the boundaries. We talked about boundaries here with the Queen of Swords. Set the boundaries and move forward. Pile 2. Okay? Even if you've been doing it to yourself, sometimes we can be our own worst enemy, where we're internal dialogue picking on ourselves. Okay? Keep that in mind as well. Seek healing. Yeah. Whenever we're going through stuff in our life, like maybe a lack of confidence or a lack of independence or having issues like this and not standing in our own power, there's healing that's required. Some people can get over things at a snap of a finger. Other people can't, and that's okay. You may fall somewhere, you may fall into one of those categories or somewhere in between or surrounding it. But don't forget to take the time to heal. Acknowledge it and then release it and let it go. Acknowledge the hurt, the pain, the healing that needs to happen. take steps to work on it, and then you release it and let it go. Okay, pile 2. Again, a little bit of work with that, but maybe that's a message that you needed to hear as well. Because once you're healing, you can start taking action. You can spread your wings and fly. All right, here, pile 2, the Chariot. Wow, you guys. I don't know what's going on in your life or how this is going to resonate, but here we are. Another card of action. I always call it the don't waste any time, you need to go now. But I also love the Chariot coming in here too, because even though in the tarot it represents Cancer, I also think it represents Virgo. In the way I think of Virgo, who is that real... If there's going to be, if someone can make a plan, a Virgo can make a plan. Because they'll look at everything from all angles, they'll plan it out, they'll analyze, they'll perfect it. And I always say, in a chariot race, you need, or any kind of race, think of it as a car race, there needs to be a race plan, okay? So maybe you need, in order to have progress in this healing, and you may have to ask someone to help, you have to have a plan. And you follow the plan. It's like you go to the doctor, you get the treatment plan, okay? But it also means start it now. It's time to go. These 2 tigers here, they're ready to go, okay? She's ready to race. So love that. So what do we have? We have the 1st and 5th house here. That's what we have, isn't it? Yes. Okay, let's get another house with this deck of cards. Aquarius, readiness to change, right? You've outgrown your old skin here. Readiness to change, opportunity, Sun in Aquarius. Well, that is your 11th house. All right. I love how the colors here just all tie in with those 2 cards too. I love it when that happens. But your 11th house is your house of technology. It's your house of being a humanitarian, maybe. It's the house of your friends, social circles, support systems. You may need support here with the healing or in any of this. It is your networks and alliances as well. So, pardon me, where in the 11th house do you need to plant some seeds? I also think with Aquarius, the star card is represented by Aquarius. And to me, that is all about your dreams and wishes and trying to manifest and bring them into reality. Okay, so just keep that in mind. So you now have the 11th house. Let's read this beautiful card here with the Northern Lights. I accept and create more flow and pleasure in my life. Well, that's a very Leo energy. They love pleasure and they love creativity and they love for things to go with the flow. So, perfect card. Let me get one more for you before we go, pile 2. I see the gateway is open and the pathway is clear. My journey begins. There's something that you're meant to spread your wings and fly. And just look at the top card here. Actually, this girl, I'm reading this. I invite peace within myself. I ripple this outwards. Okay, there you go. There's something that you need to be doing, that you need to put out there. You just need to get the confidence and the independence and the power here. And then take the action, make the plan, and use that Virgo energy to do it. Pile 2, thank you so much. I appreciate your time. I hope that something in here resonated for you. Maybe go back and watch Pile 1 because it was full of Leo energy if you haven't. And I wish you all the best with planting your new garden. I'll see you in my next reading.